Hello everyone, welcome to our tech channel Wiki Techie. We know how difficult it is to make a good performing PC within your budget, and not everyone has just thousands of dollars lying around. Since our first video, we are giving our best to make a good budget machine. So here we are trying to build you a budget gaming PC worth only $984. Yes, you heard me right, it's under $1,000 and also it will be a good build to run almost all games at some average FPS. Let's start with the main component, the CPU. In this case, Intel Core i5-11400F, one of the top new 11th gen desktop CPUs, which is also one of the more affordable 6-core 12-thread processor available. A lack of an integrated graphics card processor is indicated by F suffix in the Core i5-11400F, and that's why it's less expensive with the same 6-core 12-thread architecture. Therefore, thanks to Intel finally breaking the artificial hyper-threading embargo and can still run at a respectable 4.2 GHz all-core turbo clock speed, resulting even a low-cost CPU can supply game frame to your graphics card with the same efficiency at the most potent processor available. For the motherboard, anyone wishing to take advantage of the 11th gen Intel CPUs without going over budget might choose the ASRock Z590 Phantom Gaming 4. In any PC case, the board appears quite basic because it lacks a bright logo and flashy RGB lights. 4 DIMM slots which can accommodate up to 128 GB of DDR4 RAMs at a speed of 3200 MHz when an 11th gen Intel CPU is utilized. There are 3 M.2 connectors around the center of the board. There are plenty of slots available for storage, even for the SATA controllers for conventional HDDs and SSDs. Only 5 USB ports are accessible at this location. Additionally, there are HDMI and 7.1 HD audio connectors as well as an Intel Gigabyte LAN port. Now for the solid-state drive storage, Samsung installed V5 Flash in the SSD, which gives it a welcome speed boost up to 3.5 GB per second of sequential read throughput. The drive also offers a 5 years of guarantee, up to 1200 TBW of durability, and hardware encryption capability. One of the fastest SSDs overall is the 970 EVO Plus, can produce a sequential reading speed of up to 3.500 GB per second. Although nowadays an HDD is not something you must have as storage, but nowadays some games files tend to be huge. Thus, it's a plus one to have one in your system. The 3.5 hard drives have a speeds of 5900 RPM, a 64 MB cache, a SATA 6 GB per second interface, and size up to 2 TB. The new Barracuda Green fared very well as compared to the first generation Barracuda LP, averaging 52 MB per second in combined reading and writing performance in the 4K enabled HDPC track. This is a significant improvement over the prior revision 63 MB per second. The Barracuda Green 2 TB hard drive is covered by a 3 years guarantee from Seagate, which is the industry standard. The GPU with the best price to performance ratio is this one. The RX 580 has 2304 streaming processor with a boost clock of 1340 MHz and 8 GB of GDDR5 RAM. A comprehensive description is available in our last video, which is linked on the right of this one. We spoke about game reviews and FPS rates in our last video, so look it up after watching this video. Well, it's a pretty self-explanatory as we didn't opt for any fancy high-end case as this is a budget build, but still the case comes with 2 pre-installed fan, one front, one rear, and a front USB 3 connections. This mid-tower case has enough room for an ATX motherboard and high-end components. Take advantage of its cable management architecture to maintain a tidy setup. The interior is entirely black and the mesh is dust-proof. Coming to the PSU, like other RAM unit, the RAM 650 is 80 plus gold certified and has a completely modular cabling architecture due to its loose fan profile and semi-passive mode function, which only activates the fan when the device's internal temperature hits a rather high threshold. It is also quite quiet. The Corsair NR135L fan, a unique model that offers a lowest output noise and the almost quiet operation even at full speed, is used in this RAM 650. Now the monitor. A 24-inch curved 1080p gaming monitor from MSI called the Optix G241VC features a broad color rendering, 75Hz refresh rate, and 1 ms reaction time. This includes a FreeSync-compliant VA panel, and best of all, it is reasonably priced compared to other curved display in the same size range. It is sleek, gorgeous, and best of all, it's curvy. Performance-wise, it boasts an extremely quick reaction rate that will aid to reduce blurriness when gaming, and a 75Hz refresh rate for fluid gameplay, except for the most demanding FPS games, which typically requires a refresh rate of at least 144Hz. Both of those characteristics should be sufficient for this budget PC. An affordable mouse and keyboard combo with some decent feature is the Commander Gaming Gear combo. It has Windows key lock, LED illumination with adjustable setting. Additionally, the keyboard has plunger switch, which are a little more superior than typical rubber dome switches, and are also compatible with Cherry MX keycaps, so you can somewhat alter it. And finally, the mouse includes an LED light, a DPI of up to 2400, and it's rather comfortable. The Razer Blackshark V2X is a respectable wired gaming device. Full wired connectivity with PC, PS4 and Xbox One is provided by these cozy over-ear headphones. Despite variable bass and treble delivery, their average response is a little bass-heavy and dark, making it suitable for gaming with lots of explosions and action. Your voice is readily audible even in noisy surroundings because to their boom microphone's great performance. And furthermore, it has 7.1 surround sound, which enables you to easily locate the source of a sound. Now that we've gone through all of our components from our research of other players and tech reviewers, we can expect that this build PC to perform quite well with all the mainstream games and score an impressive amount of FPS compared to at its price range. Hope this video helped you to gain some knowledge of your future build. Once again, don't forget to like this video and hit the subscribe button. There are more videos to coming up, so stay tuned, stay techy with Wiki Techy.